People still don't realize Trump ran while he was a Democrat. Hillary Clinton is a Democrat too. Hillary had to run, and Hillary had to take the Democrat spot. So Trump had to run as a Republican. You had two Democrats that ran, and the Republicans were tricked into voting for a Democrat that sounded the way they wanted, or the way a president should sound. They tricked everyone. The Democrats are in control. No Republican is in control. No Republican has ever been in control. Democrats can run as Republicans. And if a Republican has to, a Republican can run as a Democrat. It don't matter. They put the people up there and tell you who they are. And then they tell you, those people there tell you what they're for and all this stuff. And then you sit there and you get to choose between all them that they've selected for you to choose from. Trump was selected to be put up there for you to choose from. He's a Democrat. I don't care what anyone says. Trump is a Democrat. Democrats are in control. That's why nothing's getting any better. There is no two-party system. They tricked you. There's no two-party system. I hate the way this is. Camera's over here, where I'm holding this, and it's like I'm looking over here anyways. And I have to really turn my head and look at the camera. I can't. I can, but it's just this. I don't like it. But, yeah. Democrats has been in control. It don't matter. There is no MAGA. There is no making America great again. It's all a show. And they're getting us ready to be under AI. That movie where it shows where you're looking out the camera lens and it shows where they do the rectangle, square, whatever, where the camera's picking up every little thing and every person and showing their names and all this stuff. That's Minority Report or whatever. That's what we're going under. And we're going to have drones running around. And since a drone can't get in trouble, a drone can just kill you. And no one gets in trouble. There'll be no more fleshy police. No more. There'll just be drones and robots. And you can't fight them. So, no matter what, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. It's all a show to make you think things will get better. But it's not going to. It's just going to get worse. Just watch. Keep voting. Keep believing your vote counts when it don't. And protest. If you don't like the way things are going with the government, you can protest. You can stop voting and protest. You don't have to vote. It's your choice. It's a choice. Everybody can say it's not working for us. It's not working out. We all back away. We don't want to participate. You can disappear. And we'll live our lives our way. You leave us alone. You're not here for us. You're not doing anything, and you're doing any better. You're not making things any better. We ain't voting. And you kick them out. You just kick yourselves out of the voting group. Stop being voters. Start living in reality. Stop living in a fairy tale world of voting and this will work, that will work, and we got a savior. And both sides has a savior. But neither one really has a savior. They're not in there to save us. They don't go up in there, be president to save us. The president cannot do anything without the approval of Congress. Congress does not approve it. That executive order does not go through. Trump can write millions of executive orders. If the Congress don't see them through, then nothing happens. So he can act like, well, I've been acting like I'm doing good, like I'm before you, and it's them. Look at them. Don't blame me. Yeah, I know that things aren't going to go my way for you. But I'm going to be the one that's acting like the good guy, trying to do good things, when I already know nothing good's going to come out of what I try to act like I'm trying to do with all these fake executive orders. And I think they're now, instead of calling them executive orders, they're calling them orders. They're getting rid of that other word. Trump can't do anything. He's not a leader. It's fairy tale. Trump's not the leader of this country. Trump can't make things happen. It's Congress. And we don't elect any of them. We don't elect them to lead us. The president's the one we elect to lead us. Or you all do. You're president. The voters. He's the president of all the voters. Those who participate and want a president. Well, you got a president. May not have been the one you voted for, but you got one because you participated. That tells them you accept what they are, how they exist, and how they run things. Yeah, put me in and I'll do things and I'll fix it my way, not the people's way. I'm not going to sit here and talk to the people and say, and get the majority of the people to tell me or to know how many that seem like the majority, and then I do that good thing for the people. I don't listen to anybody else. I listen to the people. I don't listen to no administration bull crap. I don't listen to none of these stupid people in this government, because they're not making anything better. I'm here to make things better. They elected me to make things better. So I'm going to make things better. Even if I have to fire all of you to make things better. The president has no power. The only power he has or she has is to manipulate your mind with everybody else to get you to do what they want. You vote for them. You ain't voting for you and your kids, and you're voting for them to exist. 51% of the country votes to say that they want the government to exist. That's the majority that rules. That's why we have this government as we have it. Because the majority of the people is voting. Participating in it. If there's a majority that says, no, we don't want to participate, the government has to shut down. It has to go away. Because there's not a majority that wants it to exist by participating in it. We're in this mess because all of y'all participate in the voting and the law enforcement and all that they all created for them, to benefit them. None of it benefits any of us. We don't get any money from them. We don't get a check from our resources under our ground. The resources under our ground belongs to the American people, the people of the United States of America. And the government that's pulling that out of the ground using us is supposed to give us a check too. We're supposed to be able to make money off of our resources. It's not theirs. It don't belong to them. It belongs to all of us under our land and on our land, in our land. Another country, stay out of their country. That's their stuff. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to enrich their own people. They don't want to make us rich and make our lives easier. Oh, but their lives are easier. They're rich. Their lives are easy. They just take from us. And we just sit here and let them. The voters just sit here and let them. Just keep participating. Keep doing what they want. So they stay in power. They exist. They can't exist if you quit voting. If a majority of those people quit voting, it ends. It's over. We go back to living our lives thinking about other things to think about instead of looking at other people and listening to them and then thinking of what they want us to think of. Put in my mind what you want me to think. I'll listen to you and then I'll believe you and I'll do what you think I should do or what you want. Just feed your crap into my mind. I'll let you do that, and then I'll believe a bunch of crap, and then we'll make this country and everybody just crap. Hating each other, divided up, hating each other and fighting each other while the government's just fine. Everybody in the government's just fine. There ain't no mass shootings in government. There ain't no mass shootings in, where they all go and their meetings or whatever. But it's amongst the people. Everything that happens amongst the people is not happening to them. And if anything does happen, it's control. And they have, in my opinion, and all this my opinion, but in my opinion, they drug up someone to go, or they use that mind manipulation where they can actually control someone in their mind, and then they'll just go up without thinking. They can't control themselves, and they just start shooting. And then they kill that person. Or if they shoot them and don't kill them, well, he's lucky he didn't die. And then he gets taken off somewhere and you never hear about it again. And if you do, it's a little bit, but you've done moved on to other things. They got so many distractions out there that you can't stick to one thing and just keep on that. You got to all of a sudden move on to something else because it seems worse, or more important, or when that was important. This is how they do it. This is how they manipulate and confuse the people and to keep the people from rising up and revolting against them. Give them a savior. Give them entertainment. Here's some money. Stimulus checks. Here's some money. Oh, I got some money. Now I'll calm down and I got to get some things I needed and whatever, so I'm fine. They know how to manipulate the people. They know how to stay in power. They know how to keep the people from rising up and believing in that system. That was never created after 1871 to be there for the people. We're here for them. That's what y'all need to wake up to. We're here for them. We're to back them. We're to worship them. We're to do what they want. They're to benefit off of us. And we owe them our lives, our labor, our mind, our body. We owe them everything. And we're just to give it up to them and do what they want. That's what all y'all people out there who are against free thinkers and people who want to be free, and that word free, you hate it. All you trolls and bots and frauditors, y'all just hate the word free. Free this, free that. Oh, nothing's free. I hate that word, because there are some things out there that's free. Someone gives you something, that was free. If you go out and you give them something back in return, well, you made it even. And that's your choice. We're supposed to be givers and takers. Or takers and givers, whichever. Take from someone and then give back. And we all treat each other nice and well. We all get along. Government don't want that. As long as we keep, that's why they create Democrats for black people and Republicans for white people. That's what it really is. The white people is all supposed to be with the Republicans. You know, black people are supposed to be with the Democrats. Divide and conquer. Oh, racism, whites against black. Guess what? In my opinion, from what I've, noticed, Mexicans don't have no black friends. Very few may have one or two black friends. But blacks and Mexicans, they don't get together because Mexicans hate blacks more than white people do. White people don't really hate blacks. That's all in the past. There's a few out there that does. There's still some racists out there that they're just from those families that were actual racists. That's how you know. The ones that go out attacking black people, looking at them funny and all that. I mean, real funny, like, whatever. Those were the true racists, and those are the very few. I really would like to have. I really would like to know in the comment section how many black people has been attacked, robbed, raped, all that by white people. Truly, not making stuff up just to be a psychopathic narcissist just to try to make it seem like it's a lot by pretending something happened to you that didn't, to make the numbers go up, make it look like it's a lot of y'all. It's not. White people don't do that. White people will rob each other. Black people will rob each other and everybody else. Mexicans will rob everybody else. They usually won't rob each other unless they just don't care. And there's a few that's like that. They just don't care. But yeah, Trump's a Democrat. The Republicans and the conservatives, they all voted in a Democrat. And so Democrats stayed in control. There is no two-party system. It's one. It's one system. It's the system against the people. And they got us to believe a whole lot of stuff and to say that we are something that we're not, so they can have control over us. Jurisdiction. It's all about jurisdiction. 18 U.S. Code 911 and 912 states plain and clear what a U.S. citizen is. And if you claim to be one of those three, and then you're not then you're committing a federal crime. None of us are U.S. citizens unless we're working for the state through contract and or the government through contract. That's the only way you're a resident of a state through contract, being an employee, agent, or officer with authority working for the state. Same thing with the government. Agent, employee, or officer with authority working for the United States government. Those are United States citizens. Those who work for the state are the residents of the state. DPS office, municipal court, all the justice crap, the civil system, they're residents of the state because they work for the state, so they have to live in the state. They have to live in the state they work for, which makes them a resident of the state because they work for the state and they have to live in the state, the corporation they work in. So, like I said, state of whatever state you're living in, that's a corporation. Texas the state, California the state. It's not a corporation. It's just a regular territory. That's it. Land. state of whatever is maritime, admiralty, corporations. And that's how they've got us obeying them. Because we claim to be something we're not, which gives them jurisdiction over us. We can get out of it. Out of protest. I protest against being a U.S. citizen, or claiming to be a U.S. citizen, pretending to be a U.S. citizen, even though I'm not going to get in trouble because you're going to make money off me and control me and whatever. Yeah, it's a federal offense. I can't claim to be this all caps name, this legal entity. I'm not a U.S. citizen. The legal entity is a resident of a state. I'm not a resident of a state. Residents of a state has to have a social security number. The government created the social security number. Well, with the social security number and the residents of the state, you're a U.S. citizen too. And then you say, yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. You check that box. Yeah, or exit, whatever. And you're not. You're actually committing a federal crime saying you are. So, and if the federal corporation ended, U.S. citizens don't exist. The U.S. government don't exist. U.S. citizens don't exist. You know, if the U.S. government don't exist, because you are a U.S. citizen of the U.S. government, U.S. federal corporation. 28 U.S. Code 3002. United States, under definition, means corporation, federal corporation. It's a business. It's like McDonald's, Walmart. Walmart's a corporation. They get funds from the government. So they're an actual government corporation. And their funds come out of your taxes. So you own part of Walmart. They don't want you to know that. You own part of Walmart. Because your tax money is funded to Walmart. Probably to Sam's Club too. It's a government corporation. They bought it from that guy's kids when he died and gave the business to his kids. Well, I'm going to end it here. Y'all take care. Bye.